be expecting. The year is 1939. Well, at least it is for the next few minutes. Over at the local watering hole, some lost souls are just arriving, while others are just finishing up. Some wanting to forget about what's going on overseas. Some wanting to forget about what's happening here at home, and some just wanting to forget. To put thoughts and memories on the back burner, even if it's just for a minute or two. In 1939, it's the year when that newfangled radio had captured the attention and the imagination of, well, just about everyone. That door that you see over there is the door to the local radio station where they are anxiously awaiting the arrival of the writer of this week's radio drama. Oh, look, there she is right now. Her whole future stretching out in front of her. No idea of what's in store for her. She's never been in San Juan Capistrano before, but to her, it seems as if she's lived here her whole life. That, by the way, is the magic of a good story. With the right one, you feel right at home. And she has had more than her share of stories about what once was, or what might be coming around the next bend in the track. That's the future. Future! That's never something you can know for sure. But the past? Well, the past, that is another story.
I kept my promise. Here I am in San Juan Capistrano. Looks just like you said it would. Wrote your last story, just like you asked. All about the disappearing world of the Wild West shows. Strange. Even though I've never been here before, it's like I'm coming home.
Oh, Miss Sally, is that you? Sally Forth, the writer of this week's radio drama? We were expecting you an hour ago.
Oh yes, my train ran a little late. And you are?
Oh, my name is Joe King. I do all the sound effects of the radio show and anything else that KSJC needs to keep us on the air.
Joe King.
Oh, well, it's a stage name.
My real name is Percy. Believe it or not, nobody wants to hire a sound effects wizard named Percy.
So? Oh, I see you brought the scripts.
Scripts for this week, and enough for the next few weeks as well. Final chapters for the serial you've been performing.
The final chapters! Ha! I was wondering when the series would be finally coming to an end.
Excuse me?
Pardon me, what I meant to say was, I felt that the term last train in the title was a dead giveaway. Pardon the pun. Oh, well, since I've opened my mouth and put my foot in it, how's about a quick read of one of those radio scripts of yours? We've got a few minutes before we go on the air. Let's let our radio audience know what they have in store for them this week. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen?
All right, but only because you asked so nicely. Some say the Wild West ended in 1927, but I say it really ended in 1913 when the best Wild West show of its day helped win a war. But that will take some explaining. Let's start back at the beginning. It was a beautiful warm day in early 1913, and a meager crowd was gathered for the cantankerous Kate's Wild West show. She was just finishing up 2 hours of non-stop excitement in San Juan Capistrano with a song and, of course, her signature trick shot.
if that were not enough, watch as she attempts to hit a target, shooting backwards, using only a mirror for aim.
This is the very same trick shot that has amazed and excited audiences all across these United States for the past 16 years. And now brought to you folks in this little town of
San Juan Capistrano.
San Juan Cucaracha.
Hush now as Kate takes aim.
Oh, everybody hold your breath.
Cover your ears, folks.
I just knew she could do it.
Penny, of course she can do it. She does it every show.
You're my best friend, Montana. But I still think Kate is amazing. Oh, you're great too.
I swear, there ain't no difference between lies or compliments. They're all the same when people want something from it, giving you nothing in return.
What's up with Montana?
Oh, she's probably just jealous since that last Buntline Dime novel came out about Kate.
Oh, that. Still tired of playing second fiddle. Well, just look at the sign. It is Kate's show.
Hey, you look like you just lost your best friend. But that's not possible because I'm right here. Why the long face?
Kate, money's so tight. It's gotten hard for most folks to afford tickets.
Oh, we've been through that.
Not by much. We are barely making ends meet. Ticket sales barely pay for the ammunition and to feed the animals, much less leave us with any extra. How are receipts doing? Just guess. Look at these pitiful box office receipts. Well, that's pretty bad. I mean, what you got? Bill, take these over to the box office and bring back Madame Zarel. Oh, sure thing, Kate, I held off as long as I could, but I think it's time we pack it in.
Pack it in? What the Sam Hill are you saying?
Well, since folks started going to those moving pictures, Wild West shows are old hat. We're barely able to make ends meet.
You know, I heard the bad news about the Buffalo Bill and the Pawnee Bill shows. Calling it quits.
All right, I'm leaving. But Kate, darling, that is why I had to do what I did.
What did you do?
Well, you remember about a year ago when things were really tight? We didn't even have money to feed the horses.
Well, sure, but you found that rainy day money and it all worked out all right.
Well, not exactly.
Come clean.
Well, I had to take on an investor. Well, he offered the money we needed for a 51% stake in the business with no strings attached. And, well, there were strings attached. Apparently the money came from another Wild West show that now says we have to combine our shows for one great big extravaganza.
Well, that's bad, but it's not too bad.
Well, suddenly I'm glad to hear you say that. Because the show that we are combining with is currently on tour in Europe. We will be leaving in the morning to catch up with them.
What's this here? Hold your horses. No, sir.
But Kate, it's guaranteed crowds and a promise to split the box office right down the middle. It is not a bad deal.
You talking about teaming up with that Mack brothers? Anything with them is a bad deal. Why, we got places lined up for the next 2 months here in California, then Omaha, finally in Texas, a bird in the hand.
But Kate...
No, I'd rather take my chances here than hightail it up to Europe on a wing and a prayer. Nope. I got my reputation to consider. It's my name on the banner.
But Kate, we really need the capital to stay afloat. Well, ever since the Bill show did that extravaganza in France, they tell me crowds of hundreds for a Wild West show are easy.
Nope, not gonna happen.
No, but without a trick shot woman, they say it's a dead deal. Oh, Kate, won't you reconsider? We really need this.
Ah! do it. I practice and practice, and I can do all Kate shots.
All of them? Even the ricochet trick?
Not a person alive except for me can manage a shot like that.
Look, everyone! Montana Anna is gonna do Kate's trick.
Cover your ears, folks.
Thanks a lot! You should see the other trick she's been practicing. Hold your horses now, that's Kate's trick. Not anymore!
But I must say, it takes a lot to impress me. But that, my dear, is not half bad.
Oh, thank you kindly.
It'll do, I suppose.
I learned from the best.
You stole from the best.
So, what do you say? I can go with you to Europe. I could be your trick shot woman. Say yes.
Well, Kate, it's your call. Are you coming or staying?
I spoke my piece.
Fine! Montana, go pack your bags.
Oh, thank you. You won't regret it. Paris is where Montana Anna will finally make a name for herself and get everything she rightly deserves. You'll see.
Don't be bragging about making a lucky shot, little Miss High and Mighty. You might have stole the trick shot, but that don't mean you'll get top billing.
Well, when you've done something, it ain't bragging. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go pack now.
Everyone, attention! Pack your bags. The show is leaving tomorrow morning for New York City!
Hey, did you see that audacious shot? Amazing. You know, maybe Montana does have a shot getting her name on that billing. What do you know, Peggy?
Darren, you can't be serious.
Kate, I got no choice. It's either team up with the Mack brothers or we lose it all. Yes, I know the Mack brothers don't always shoot straight.
Oh, that's an understatement. As far as I'm concerned, those two are nothing more than no account, worthless, cheating, four-flushers!
Now don't mince words with me, Kate. Tell me how you really feel. Even if it's not better than an even money chance, we have got to take it.
Nope. I'm staying here finishing the schedule we started. You do what you have to.
Kate, look. We're leaving tomorrow morning for New York City. And then on to England, and then to France. Now, are you sure you won't come along? You always did want to see France.
You made up your mind, so get!
It is only until we get flush again, I promise. Oh, and I will leave Zarelda here to make sure that you are fine.
Cantankerous Kate don't need no one here watching out over her!
End of story. Zarelda is staying with you. With enough roustabouts to make sure that you still have good shows.
Oh, suit yourself!
Kate, I don't want to leave like this.
Don't skedaddle now! I got some practicing to do before my next show.
Well, if you change your mind,
Oh, just vamoose. Just get!
I will post a letter to you every week. I promise. Out of my way.
What was that all about?
Darren's taking the show to England and France.
Wow! I've never been to France!
And he's refusing to go. He's teaming up with the Mack brothers in Europe for big crowds and big money.
That doesn't sound so bad!
And you get to finish the tour with Kate here and end up in Texas.
I say but what I just said.
Cover your ears, folks.
Oh, son, Dad, no idiot of a man!
Kate, everything's going to be all right. He wouldn't be going away if he didn't feel he had to do it.
The one thing worse than being an ugly duckling in a house of swans is having the swans pretend there ain't no difference.
Whatever that means.
I know things have been tough, but he's heading off to be with those Macks, and no good comes from being with those two snakes.
I'm sure that...
I'm the one that's sure. I have a history with those Macks. It all started off back in Dante Inferno Circus when we were just wet behind the ears of kids.
Darren has never let us down, and he can hold his own. You might know the Macks, but that's no reason you should be fearful.
It's not just what you don't know. It's what you know you don't know. What you don't know you don't know. You shouldn't be scared about, you know?
Whatever that means, I suppose, but...
I know Phineas and Thaddeus, and those two will sell you a bird on a branch. Think about that. Darren, better watch yourself.
But
A polecat don't change his stripes, and a villain is a villain, even if it don't look that way. And as for that Montana wife, she couldn't wait to grab the chance to. And I know she's had her eyes on Darren.
Why haven't you married that man yet?
Oh, don't you start that again.
He asked you to marry him 6 times already.
That's a full-faced lie. It was 7.
Oh, you're right. It was 7.
I ain't the marrying kind. Doing trick shots with pistols and shotguns, that's easy. I'm sorry about solo act.
Kate, you keep talking like that. You're going to stay a solo act.
Well, you might be right. It's gonna be mighty lonesome without him around.
That's just so sad.
I feel blue, lonesome too, just because I'm all alone. I confess, lonesomeness seems to be the only friend I own. No one cares to hear my woes, friendless like a faded rose. I'm unhappy, goodness knows, when I'm all alone. No, when I'm alone, I'm lonesome. When I'm alone, I'm blue. Someone kindly listen to my sympathy plea. Every pal and every other has someone just like a mother. They can tell their troubles, who they can call their own. Oh, won't somebody kindly hear me, linger near me, come and cheer me? I'm lonesome when I'm all alone. When I'm alone, I'm lonesome. When I'm alone, I'm full blue. Someone kindly listen to my sympathy plea. Well, every pal and every other has someone just like a mother. Who they can tell their troubles, who they can call their own. Oh, won't somebody kindly hear me, linger near me, come and cheer me?
Oh, old hat, I suppose. When Kate and I first started the Wild West show, riding in baggage was about all we could afford. Oh, I remember one time when she and I...
talk of the past. We are on our way to a new future. First to New York City, catching a boat for England. Imagine Montana Anna, the toast of Paris.
I can't believe I'm going to England and then France.
That's right, baby. Not too long and we'll all be performing right next to that Eiffel Tower.
I heard it's over 80 stories high. I heard that it's the tallest structure in France.
Actually, that is tallest in the world.
Oh my!
Well, all I know is that when we get to France, that's where they really enjoy a Wild West show.
Well, I figure that's when we'll be filling up the bank accounts quick. We can get back to the States before you know it.
We haven't even left, and you are talking about coming back?
Taking the Wild West to Europe. Who'd have thought it? I hear things get pretty wild over there even without us. There's even talk of war.
Oh my!
Now don't listen to that talk, Penny. We are going to Paris.
I always feel safe on trains. It's just taking a boat across the Atlantic that I'm worried about. The ocean is a mighty large, unforgiving thing.
Oh, now it's not a boat. It's a ship.
Well, the Mack brothers have spared no expense on getting us there. Booked us on one of the fastest ships in the world. And big enough to hold everything we need to put on one of the greatest Wild West shows the world has ever seen. Big enough to hold all of our animals, our horses, even our Concorde stagecoach.
There you go, ladies.
And we will be traveling in high style.
What a pretty name for a ship.
Lusitania? Did I say that right?
Yes, that's close enough. Now, y'all get some shut-eye. We still have a long trip ahead of us before we get to New York City to board our ship.
Several weeks later. Paris, France, 1913. Ooh la la.
Madams, mademoiselles, and bonsoirs. We have come once again to the end of another exciting show about the Wild West of the United States of America.
But the day wouldn't be complete without one more chance to see the star of our show, Montana Anna!
Performances with Cantanker as Kate all across America. And so, hold on to your seats, folks.
And grab hold of something, or someone if you prefer. Here she is once again, Montana Anna, from the Wild and Woolly West, right here in Paris, France. Yesterday's show, you put rocks in all the seats and they threw them at me. It's our feet folks are doing it. Well, that was a cue, thank you.
They're slow tonight.
They are very slow. Throw them down, so you'll show you'll have none. Are you That's not going to happen again. Well, Montana, an excellent show.
Oh, thank you. Or, as they say round here, merci beaucoup.
Yes, yes. I was disappointed at first seeing that Kate had not made the trip. But as I told you back in England, the way you can twist and wrap an audience around your finger, you'll go far. Stick with me, kid. You'll be a star.
Oh, I won't let you down.
Of course you won't. Really? That's all you've got left? Well, Darren, I'm off to count the days receipts. Looks like we're doing better than expected. Double what we did in England. It was a terrific idea I had to extend our stay in Paris. Better come to the box office when you get a minute. I'll give you your cut for the day.
Oh, well, I was just on my way to post this letter to Kate. Things have been going so well, I figure by the end of the month we can be back in the States, so I just need to let her know.
Yes, I don't know if you'll be able to rip your performers away. They seem to enjoy the crowds and the money. Well, can you blame them? Not much of either back home, is there?
Bill, why don't you go along with the professor and I'll catch up with you in a while.
Sure thing, boss.
I'll follow you, Mr. Mack.
Follow me, Professor!
Oh, of course. Professor!
Get my hat! I'll be in the office,
Oh, Darren. I'm on my way to post a letter myself. I would be glad to take yours if you like.
Oh, well,
Wasn't the professor needing you? Didn't he say something about giving you your cuts of the receipts or something?
well, now that you mention it, I probably should watch him do the counting. He hasn't given me any reason to distrust him so far, but Kate doesn't trust him, so I don't think I do either. Well, thank you for taking care of that.
Men are so paranoid. No wonder they're so easy to secretly manipulate. I'm gonna be good. The aim in this crowd is terrible. No, you didn't. Since the invention, I was just playing, y'all. Since the invention of villainy, never has there been such an elegant scheme. One letter saying, I am coming home. Simply replaced with one saying, I have found another and will never be coming home. How simple could that be?
Fixed on returning to that town of, what was its name again?
San Juan Capistrano.
San Juan Capistrano.
Oh yes, I guess that was it.
Oh, there's just something about that town. When I first arrived, I hardly knew the town, but it has a way of growing on you.
Oh, like a mole.
Very funny. You can hit him with the rocks.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, goodness. I mean, feel free. No, there's just something about that town. Kate and I had just met in El Paso, and San Juan Capistrano was the first town that we took the Wild West show.
Yeah, so I've never really cared for that town much.
Oh, so you have been there?
Yes, who him, not me.
That was really right.
Yes, I never really cared for that town much, but I've been there on several occasions. Most ended up badly.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, well, having traveled the world, there are so many places to visit. Well, we just come from England, and here we are performing in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. And you want to go back to that one-horse town? There must be something wrong with you! Terrible shot! I'll hold on to this one.
Oh, well, I'm sure there is. But perhaps it's not so easy to tell you in words.
What?
I will tell you in a song.
Oh, I was afraid of that.
Thinking of Paris, France, city of sweet romance, where our hearts may wander. And then maybe we can tan, Africa or Japan, England, Spain, or yonder. Every land in peace, as I walk down the streets, every place I wander. But I must declare that there's a place that outshines the rest. Yes, there's a place that is known something best. Yes, there's one that puts others to the test. One that I've come to see, one far across the sea, far above the rest. Yes, I love the town of old San Juan. It is the place to be. We sing of people living there in the land of liberty. As I think of swallows flying high between the mountains and the sea, it's the town that I will call my home. That's the place that is right for me.
Yes, I love the town of old San Juan. It is the place to be.
Think of people living there.
In the land of liberty.
Think of swallows flying high between the mountains and the sea.
It's the town that I will call a home. That's the place that is right for me. Nobody knows my sorrow. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Nobody. Don't you know the rest of the song? I've never sung it before. Oh, look, a rock. Where's this come from?
Professor! Oh, Professor.
Yes.
Professor, that song has made me...
You mean you haven't been thinking until now?
No. I always said that as soon as I could, I'd be heading back to the States, and that is exactly where I'm going.
Yes, so since Kate wouldn't come with you, I suspect she might be counting the days.
Well, she hasn't said that exactly in the letters, but she was never really good at sharing her feelings.
Oh, that is true.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying, since you're so determined to go back, let's say I make you a little deal.
Strange, but for some reason, I don't think I should trust you.
Pish posh. What if I should pay you what you'll show his earned hand? Since horses and supplies are so hard to come by, what if I should take those off your fair hands for a fair price? What do you say? Sit with the signs! Fine. I'll even tear up the ownership papers you signed when you needed a loan.
I still have that small voice in my head that says I should not trust him.
Just a small voice.
Now, what's the catch? Just between you and me, you have a history of being a swindler, a con man, and a crook.
You forgot scoundrel, cad bounder, and villain. He's right. It's too easy for you. Go to the back row. more than fair, but if you prefer to stay here and work off your debt for the next few years, that's fine with me too.
Oh, I don't know.
The deal is on the table for 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
All right. It's a deal. Still, I just can't figure out your angle on just why you would do such a thing.
Let's just say I have my reasons. Oh, yes. One more little thing is part of this deal.
Now here it comes, folks.
Yes, the rock just came. Very good cue, Derek. You thought that was funny, eh? I'm going to think of more. Yeah, I think it was more than fair. Yes, but here's the thing. I'm going to give you your cut. And a little extra.
Oh my, Professor, I think Kate had you all wrong. She always said that you were a villain.
Oh no, she was right. And let's just say you're catching me on an off day. Now, remember, tell your crew, one more show, then they need to make themselves scarce and go on the last train out of Paris. Got it? We'll go before I change my mind.
Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you, Professor.
Ruff.
Oh, hello there, Montana.
You can call me Anna.
Well, Montana, I have enough money now that we can all get home. Maybe we can even catch Kate before she performs in heaven.
You were late. Why would you want to go there? It's perfect here.
Well, I've seen enough of Europe, and rumors of war have me wanting to get while the getting's good.
But you can't go.
Oh, can't go?
No, you gotta stay here with me. And the show, of course. We got a good thing going.
I think maybe you've been listening to too much of that Professor Mack. Now, from the get-go, I always said that we were only here long enough to make enough money so that we could save the show. Well, we've done what we needed to do, we have done it, and now we are going home. Pack your bags, Montana. We are heading home after tonight's show.
It won't do any good. I already sent a letter to Kate telling her she'll never be coming back. Not ever. You got good aim. I don't even have to look for that.
What? Why?
If she really loved you, she'd have married you by now.
Well, she's got no reasons.
Do you hear yourself? Taking her side? You got everything you need right here. Fame, fortune, a future. And you want to go back to what?
Well, to the only woman I ever loved.
Well, don't clap for that. What if she don't love you no more?
Well, that's up to her. But I made her a promise to return, and I plan on keeping it.
What's all this I hear?
Yeah, we're going home. Rumors travel fast around here.
They told me! It's their fault! They told me!
Thank you very much. Now y'all can hit yourselves with rocks.
I hear we're headed back to America. First thing in the AM, I hear.
Fine then. Yes, you have it right. After tonight's show, pack up all your costumes and all your personals.
But what about the gear and the horses and the stagecoach and that year's worth of ammunition that we brought along?
When I told the professor that we were heading home, he bought me out. Lock, stock, and barrel.
Oh my!
I guess we get us some new horses when we get home!
My thoughts exactly. I must admit, I was a bit surprised at the deal the professor struck. Almost like he didn't sharpen his pencil. Well, not for me to complain. There is a boat tomorrow morning, and I plan on not missing it.
Hey, D, got your bags, spread the word. One more show and we're heading home.
What about me?
Well, I suppose you should get packed up too.
What if I stay?
Well, that might not be such a bad idea. After the stunt you pulled, sending Kate that letter.
Professor, Darren says you bought him out, and now everyone's off to America after tonight's show, but I wanted to say I can stay in Paris.
Oh, well then you'll be the only one. Enjoy yourself.
Excuse me!
Gendarme just paid a visit to my office.
What? The police? What did you do this time?
Well, for once, nothing. But apparently war's just about to break out.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Anything that can be of use for the war effort is being confiscated. It's going to be mighty hard to do a show without horses or guns or ammunition.
Do you hear yourself? And all those fancy words you are using? Those are just facts. And facts are just opinions. And opinions can be wrong. You don't expect me to believe something that is wrong, do you?
Well, believe what you like, but if I stay here any longer, I'm going to lose everything. Say goodbye to Paris, Montana.
You said that there would always be a place for me in your show. You said that I would be a star. So it was all a big lie?
No. I prefer to look at it as a big dream.
But one that you are not working towards, thank you.
Are you working towards all of your dreams? Well, how are you?
I thought you were different than other men. First Darren and now you.
I am different than other men. And by different, I mean better. Yes, we try. It's smart enough not to be the last one left holding the bag or getting hit by rocks. See? I sold everything to a local circus. They come tomorrow morning to take possession. Then when the police come back, well, they can deal with the new owners.
Good plan.
Yes.
But, Professor, what about me?
Montana, you remind me of me when I was your age. The way you're always looking for the angle, and are not afraid to lie, cheat, and steal your way to the top.
Oh, thank you, I think.
Just remember to always look out for yourself first, and you'll always land on your feet. Yes, sometimes it might seem like the end of everything, but go ahead and throw it, I see it. Come on, I'm waiting for that rock. Not that rock, thank you. It might seem like the end of everything, but really it's just the beginning. What's important is, we have a boat leaving tomorrow morning, and I recommend that you will be on it.
By the way, Professor, it's called a ship. Life can be so happy and be so dreary too. For man may come and man may go, and now I have lost you. You've made a big mistake, and soon you will see. Nothing on earth will stop me. We are just meant to be. Darren, I want you, Darren. My heart's just for you. Darren, you will regret you left me soon. You know it's true. In dreams, my sweet face, it will haunt you. In life, my absence, it will taunt you. Darren, I've got a bullseye right on you. Darren, I want you, Darren. My heart's just for you. Darren, you will regret you left me soon. You will know it's true. In dreams, my sweet face, it will haunt you. In life, my absence, it will taunt you. Darren, I've got a bullseye right on I'm so good. Mark my words, Professor. I will land on my feet. That Darren has not seen the last of Montana Anna. He can run, but he'll never get away.
without one more chance to see the star of our show, Montana Anna!
As we join in retelling to the vibrant past of cowboys, Indians, outlaws, and brave souls willing to ride bucking broncos at great risk of life and limb for your amazement.
You got it right about that life and limb part. These things is coming in from everywhere.
And wild animals of the Old West, all brought to you with great expense. But tonight, as we finish, we have a special treat for you, so that you can fondly remember the Wild and Woolly West.
Not another song!
A song! Traveled from across the sea, the land of the brave and the free, to bring you this show. But when we do go, the West fades to eternity.
The Statue of Liberty high, it must bring a tear to her eye. Don't know what's to blame, it's a shame, 'cause everything lost, say goodbye. Come sing farewell to the Wild West. It's sad, but we really must go. Goodbye to rustlers, the last days of Custer, extravaganzas from long, long ago. Before we fade off into memory,
Bring your family, your friends, and your home.
you see all the rest, so now come be our guest at the last Wild West show. Farewell to the Wild West. It's sad, but we really must go. Goodbye to rustlers, the last days of Custer, extravaganzas from long, long ago. Before we fade off into memory, bring your family, your friends, or your home. You've seen all the rest, so now come be our guest at the last Wild West show.
To see our collection of mules, buffalo, Texas longhorn steer, elk, deer, moose, a bear, and a genuine Deadwood Concord stagecoach brought all the way from the United States for you.
Excellent show! Great working with you. See you on the ship. Come on, Tana. All right.
So, Professor, where are we off to?
Ooh, this little place outside of Wichita I had my eye on many years ago. Seems like a good place to raise buffalo or start a family.
I never really figured you for a settling down type.
Yes, well, I've been getting on in years and need some place to begin again. Turn over a new page in the story. It's been good working with you, Darren.
Same to you, Professor.
Did you see that? He threw a rock at me. Take good care of that case of yours. You're a lucky man.
I've never seen the professor open up like that. Only to you.
That man opens up his heart so rarely, you can actually hear the hinges squeak.
So you are some kind of heart oil.
I guess you could say that. I wouldn't, but you could. Now, pack up everything and don't miss the ship in the morning. Good night.
You sure think Oscar can that?
Several weeks later. San Juan Capistrano, 1913.
Mail just arrived. But my dime novel. And look, another letter for you, Kate. It's from France. Here you go. How are they doing? What does it say? Is it bad news?
Bad news? I never get bad news. Give me some alone time before my next show.
Of course, Miss Kate.
Found someone new. Never coming back. Must stay in Paris? Oh no. Oh no.
Cover your ears, folks.
Darren.
So, did that make you feel any better?
No, not so much.
Whatever are you going to do?
Well, when a woman steals the love of your life, I believe there's no better revenge than to let her keep him.
Does that mean that?
Only a rose leaf that lingers yet touches a spot that you can't forget. Broken blossoms, maybe a violet blue, pansies purple, tenderest thoughts spring blue. Lilies of white or roses red brings back a favorite long shot dead. Broken blossoms in memories they bloom again. Broken blossoms, maybe a violet blue, pansies purple, tenderest thoughts renew. Lilies of white or roses red brings back a memory long shot dead. Broken blossoms in memories they bloom
Sad? It just don't suit you, Kate.
You got that right.
I just can't figure this out.
Well, saddle up and get used to disappointment.
There has got to be some kind of mistake. Darren would never say something like that. Look at all the letters he's brought to you once a week, all the while you've been gone.
Give me that dadgum letter. You might be right. There was something kind of cattywampus about that last one. That's right.
They wanted to be. What are you thinking?
Fetch me that there magnifying glass thingy.
Of course.
Look at this. The M's in this letter are just the same as the M's Montana used to write with. Horse feathers! Darren didn't write this letter. Zerelda, Darren never sent this letter. It was all Montana's doing. I said, Zerelda! Darren never sent this letter.
I know! I figured that out when I went to go to the magnifying glass.
What's all the racket? Oh, where did you all come from?
They just arrived from the train.
Oh my!
When you're riding ahead of the herd, you might want to take a look back every now and then just to make sure that it's still there. Hesitate.
Darren! Oh, all right. I never thought I'd see you again. I guess I got the wrong pig by the tail whenever I thought you took a liking to someone else. Sometimes what I think ain't worth a hill of beans.
Well, I've got enough money now to save the show.
Oh, money, it don't matter. What matters is you came back. I'll never doubt you again.
There will never be a need.
Anyone ever tell you? You're just as handsome as a red heifer.
Only you, Kate.
Well, now that the show's back together, soon everything will be in apple pie order. Everything will be as right as rain. I told you, there's no force in this world that can hold down a man who is pure of heart.
And everybody else can pretty much be held in place with a beer and whiskey.
I'm sorry I plumb pitched a fit whenever you left.
Well, now that you mention it, you were a few ears short of a bushel.
True.
A few boards short of a porch.
Sure.
A few bricks shy of a loaf.
You say.
A few fish short of a string.
Well, now.
One hot pepper short of an enchilada.
Darren!
Oh, it's all water under the trestles. Now, tomorrow morning we leave for Texas. But before we go, there's a little something I picked up for you in France.
Oh, I don't deserve anything after thinking what I was thinking, but heck, what'd you get me?
A ring.
Well, like they say, 8 times a charm.
You know they never say that.
Oh, but they should.
We were riding so high long ago.
And we were just a perfect bullseye.
Yes, that's so.
Sweet your kiss,
Rare our bliss, it was fleeting.
when we spoke, like a word.
Love which comes but once in a lifetime.
I recall our El Paso meeting.
I do too.
I recall our hearts were beating.
Yes, that's true. When I made my proposal,
I was at your disposal.
that's when we knew you and I would partner for our lifetime. Since I first met you, thoughts of others lie. Since I first met you, only for you I'd sigh. You were meant just for me, that I plainly can see. Only for me, since the world began, that's so true for me, for you too.
We go town to town, traveling side by side.
On the open plain, as each campfire died, your own dear eyes of blue told me you would be true ever since.
What took you so long? On the train.
I still can't understand why Montana had it in for Kate. It just doesn't make any sense.
For such a smart man, you don't know anything about
Sorry to interrupt. I almost killed a man with a cup of coffee.
Last week, a story like that might have surprised me, but did the man have a cup of coffee, or did you use a cup of coffee too?
Enough questions.
I guess that answers my question.
Hey, Montana Anna, I never figured you for one to go off the deep end.
Oh, and when did you get to be so perfect? Just singing birds and mice dress you with a
Oh, how did you know?
Montana, what are you up to?
Hands up and step away from the emergency brake. Why? More questions? What is it with y'all and your questions? Fine. I've got all the emergency brakes on the train except for this one.
Oh, I think I know where this is heading.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, it's the oldest trick in the book. You cut the emergency brake and set the train to crashing into the line.
Good try, but not even close. What do you mean? More questions? Fine. It is a moonless night and I've checked the schedule. Another train is headed. What happened to your perfect aim? Another train is headed right behind us.
Oh, so you're going to wait till that long straight stretch right before him and... And since this is the only place working, you pull the cord, stop the train,
and make an escape just before that train cuts through this one like a hot knife through butter.
Montana, when you do ski, you ski 100 and crazy%.
Enough talk. Time for this fawn to grab her six-shooter, spread her wings, and stop anyone that gets near that. There you go. That emergency brake until just the right. Lost it. Until just the right moment, and then fly away.
What exactly do you think a phone is?
Montana, stop right where you are.
What in blazes are you doing here, Mack? You said you were heading to Wichita.
Yes, but when I heard you scheming about getting revenge on Kate, I had to stop you.
How do you know, Kate?
Well, we grew up together. Outside of my brother, Kate, I guess it's the closest thing I have to family. So put the gun down, Montana's not going to do you any good anyway.
What do you mean?
I was counting the number of shots you fired. You obviously have no bullets left in the gun, or you'd be shooting at me,
Unless I only have one bullet left, and I wanted to make absolute sure that I was close enough so there was no conceivable way that I would miss. If you're not shooting, I figure that you're out of bullets.
Yes, well, the student has become the master.
Or the student has always been the master, and she just wanted to make sure that the master thinks the master was the master when he was actually the student.
That's why we hate each other. You are mighty confusing.
I know. My head hurts too. Well, if you're not shooting, I figure you're out of bullets too.
So, none of us have any bullets?
Well, not in this gun. Don't say yeah yet. I always keep a little extra protection just in case. Put your elbow into it. Dearie, if I can have you, then no one can.
100% I told you.
Actually, since I only do have one bullet left in this little pipsqueak of a gun, maybe a better target would be you, Kate.
The same reason I bought half your show. Oh, Professor Inferno was like a father to me. Only made me make one promise all those years ago.
But what was that?
His last words to me were, don't let anything bad happen to Kate. I may be a villain.
But a promise is a promise.
It seems like I'm always in the right place, but, oh, that's the worst time. And since I'm not getting any younger, I thought I would even the score by doing one last thing.
Oh, you saved my life. I had to pay you all wrong all these years. You can count your debt to Inferno. Pay in full.
I always had a soft spot in my heart for you, Kate, but now it's just a little softer, I suppose.
Let's get her out of here.
Oh, you've not seen the last of Montana, England. Oh, Percy!
Come on!
That's the train. Tie her up real good.
When you tell the story about the boys who ran away to the circus and some of them did some things they wouldn't be too proud of, you do say that at least one thing, it wasn't half bad. Ooh.
That is definitely going to leave a mark.
Here, quickly, hand me one of those lanterns. I have a plan to stop the train.
You don't have to making any sense. Probably just lots of blood.
Wait a minute. You're not telling me that you're going to grab a lantern, jump from a moving train on a moonless night, and stop a train that is set to crash into us, all with a bullet in your chest? You will never survive.
Nonsense! You're just saying that because no one ever has.
Oh, Professor! You keep doing brave things like this and people will start calling you a hero?
Wait your tongue! I'll let you in on a little secret. Over the years, I've learned that a hero is no braver than any ordinary man. He just needs to be braver for 5 minutes longer. Disgusting, isn't it?
Oh, Professor. You know you could have been a different man all these years instead of a villain.
Yes. And by the way, if this doesn't go the way I hope, tell them I went out in a blaze of glory trying to rob the train of the gold in its safe.
Oh, Professor!
What?
Go ahead on.
Oh, fine. One last thing. Don't be so hard on Montana. I was probably a bad influence. Wish me luck.
Good luck,
San Juan Capistrano, 1939.
So, there you have it. The Wild West faded off into history. Some people say that the horses and ammunition from the show actually helped win the war. Maybe what we sometimes call the end is often really a beginning for something better. So, what do you think?
That is a mighty fine story. Oh, but that can't be the end. Did the train wreck? What happened to Montana Anna?
Oh, you don't want me to spoil any more of the surprise than I already have.
I can tell why you've been so successful.
Yes?
Well, you seem to know a lot more about the Wild West than one would think from a gander at you.
Oh, you mean I don't look old enough?
To put it bluntly, yes.
I'll tell you a secret if you promise not to tell.
Oh, you have my word of honor.
Actually, all I had to do was write down the stories that my father told me. He loved telling stories about his life. I simply typed them out on my trusty Underwood, changing the occasional name now and then to protect the innocent.
Or the guilty ones, I suppose, sometimes.
A little bit of that, too. But the rest was true. Or as true as my father would tell a story.
Well, I have been checking on you, Miss Forth. And it seems no one has ever heard of you. Aside from those radio dramas with your name on them, there is no record of any Sally Forth.
Like you, I use a stage name.
Oh.
My father told me to keep my name on the QT until he passed to avoid any problems. Now that he's gone, I suppose I could tell you. My real name is Montana Mack, named after both my mom and dad.
Well, that is a surprise. And raised a few questions of its own. But no time for that now. We have a radio show to put on.
Actually, I would love for you to read a bunch more stories. This one is called The Broken Badge. It is about a San Juan Ranger and his faithful horse, Palomides.
I'm sure your father would be very proud of you. Right this way, Professor. Right this way.
You can travel almost anywhere.